Okay, so we have some shots of the bride getting ready over here. So I'm gonna scroll through here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play this so that I can kind of see the order of things. Okay, so right here, before the first look, I'm gonna include a tighter shot. Oops, don't wanna do that. Go up, select on my source monitor. And then make sure I hit my right button, the insert. And did I include any of the bride getting her shoes on? Can't remember. No, I did not. Okay, so I'm not going to do the second angle of her getting her shoes on. And again, all this jewelry and her shoes, we're going to be able to put that in the highlight. So let's go ahead and open up our first look. So on this angle, we have just the bride walking up and tapping his shoulder. Okay, so what I want in this angle is to get him turning around. So we kind of have that sequence. She's walking up, she taps his shoulder, and then my in point is right when he's turning. Let me see his reaction. And then put the out point, and then whoop. Let's go ahead. And then we have some more photo session with the couple. Oh, that's cute. So again, it doesn't really matter. We're going to go back and kind of fine tune this a little bit. See if there's any like wider shots. Oh yeah, that's nice. Nope. A lot of waiting in that shot. Okay, walking shot is cute. Lots of moving. Let's see. He's gonna lead you just a little bit. Lead her out. I'm gonna keep that other shot that I had, just undo what I did. The bride, couple. That's sweet, but it's kind of a weird angle. It's not like the best shot. Okay, so this is the photo session with the bridesmaids. I already got some of that. Okay, so now we are on to the ceremony. So for the trailer, all we want for the ceremony is just the highlights, the very highlights. So okay, so I actually don't want this shot of the groom walking up. I'm gonna get the third shot. So I don't think I want much from right here. When you're editing a wedding movie trailer, the shots during the ceremony that you want are like just really generic, something wide, someone's laughing, maybe someone's crying, any sort of emotion is gonna be good. I know he had laughed a few times during her vows. But you don't want to show him talking because you can't hear it and then it's kind of weird. That's cute. Okay, so then let's play this, fast forward it. We got our ceremony details. And then, so we have our guests are coming, and then, oops, wrong button again. Don't do this. I'm choosing the wrong button so many times. Insert. And you just kind of organize it just chronologically. And then And then let's see, here's their kiss.
And yes, Obi, you may now kiss the bride.
And then kiss, and then they walk down the aisle. And I actually already have so many details. I'm just going to be really picky about any details from this camera. Got some cake already. I don't have any shots of these tables, but I'm going to have time for that in the highlight. That's pretty. Ah, Sam is so good. She gets such good footage. Chairs. Okay, so I'm going to just scoot down here to the grand entrance and the first dance. This is a tighter shot than the other shot that we already used. So we weren't able to get the shot of them coming down the stairs that I wanted because the photographer was standing in the middle of that wide shot. So now with this tight shot, we have the availability to do that, to get that of them coming down the stairs. Okay, so we got some details, got some photo session. And then we're gonna have this shot of them, insert that. So again, now we go from this, our song's over, but we're gonna worry about that in just a second. Just fast forward this. Okay, so then I don't want these two shots to be next to each other. So we need to get them starting their dance. Just fast forward through this. And then insert that in there. So then we have this. And then let's see if this shot has a good angle of that dip or the kiss at the end. Let's fast forward. Fast forwarding is just, it's kind of in between like the scrubbing and playing in real time. So I'm gonna, yeah, that's a nicer angle. Pause it. And then before the exit, let's see, here's the wide exit. So let's just jump there. This is a fake exit. They only had the bridal party and then they all went back to the party afterwards. They just did it for our benefit. Let's get some pretty shots. So you can see this is Sam with the Osmo. So I don't want her in any of my shots. So I'll probably just use the Osmo shot for this. That's nice, just kissing. Let's see if we can use that at all. We'll just put that at the end. Okay, so now that we're done with card 2, let's move on to these supplemental cards. Card 3 only has the ceremony in it. And so this is going to be your main camera angle for the ceremony. This is where I'm going to find the groom walking down the aisle with his mom. I don't want that to be too long, so let's start at here-ish. But we just want a few of those really poignant, really main shots to be in the wedding movie trailer. Find one of the bride. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, I'm gonna do that after. It's easy. They have a reading, doesn't matter that much. See how the kiss is, no, the kiss, we have the photographer standing in the way. It's nice. Let's see if we can work that in before that. And then we're gonna need something else like from the side of the bride. If we can get her laugh, I think she was laugh crying during the groom's vows. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So again, that was just a really supplemental card. The same thing with the drone. There's only going to be a few drone shots. We have some nice aerials of the ceremony site. And then if we wanted to use a few of these, like in determining, well, that's nice. I like that one. Okay, so maybe I'll start the whole thing with this. So again, it's just finding a shot that you want and then determining where you want it. Okay, actually don't want this shot. This is more of the ceremony. Oh, let's see if we can use any of this just as establishing shots of the mountain. The mountain is really nice. That's like why you get married here. This is more of the golf course. Let's see. I'm just going to fast forward. Yeah, that's more of what we want is the mountain. They don't really like that shot. And then we have that ceremony site. I don't really want a shot of the ceremony site. Let's see. This is going to be pretty right here. As soon as we get past that parking lot, then we have that pretty sun. So maybe I'll put this after all the salon stuff, or maybe I'll get rid of the salon stuff. Who knows? But I just want to give myself options right now. Then we're going to go through and kind of edit it later. Okay, so maybe they're at the salon. And then we have this establishing shot. I'll put this drone shot here. And then there was a lot of, right at the beginning, I liked this drone shot of the ceremony site. Fast forward it a little bit. I don't like these guys working. I'm going to keep my in and out points, but I'm going to see if she did that shot again without the people in it. This is nice. The people are kind of behind the bushes. Let's see if she gets them after they walk out. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Okay, so then I'm just going to scroll down. Again, like I'm going to use 2 drone shots. That's plenty. You don't need a ton of drone, but I'm just going to put it where I want it to be chronologically. Okay, so after this, before this, we have insert there. Let's zoom out. And then our last camera is going to be our Osmo. So we have to decide if we want to use any of these during those parts of the day. Again, this is not used that often. Let's just see if we can use this. I'm not going to worry about this right this second for the first look. For the bride coming down the aisle, let's see, what do we have? This is a nice shot, her with her dad. Let's start after he like looks back. So again, we have the ceremony site. We're gonna play it. So the groom rocking up, and then I'm gonna do the bride walking over. And then the only other thing we have, or the next thing we have, I should say, is the grand entrance. So grand entrance, and then their first dance. So this is cool because we get the crowd cheering. Okay, so let's see how that looks at the end. Fast forward it. And then we have this grand entrance, and then we go into her, let's see. We'll fix that later. All right, and then down the stairs, and then into their first dance. So let's see if we can get anything really good here. These moving shots, kind of circling, is the fun part about the gimbal. I don't like that shot because like you can only see his back. Let's use that one. Okay, and insert that there.